This is a video about the filmmaker Agnès Varda. Before I get into what I want to discuss in this video, I want to show you this clip of another filmmaker, Werner Herzog.
There are deeper strata of truth in cinema, and there is such a thing as poetic, ecstatic truth. It is mysterious and elusive and can be reached only through fabrication and imagination and stylization.
I think one of the important lenses for this video is Werner Herzog's concept of ecstatic truth. What is a deeper truth that film is able to, and according to Herzog, meant to reach? Ecstatic truth is reaching to truth by the way of fiction, breaking with strictly literal reality and using stylization in order to represent the underlying truth of a thing and the deeper truth of life itself. In Cleo from 5 to 7, Varda is using subtle jump cuts and discontinuities to represent time in crisis, the way it feels to experience time when our minds are harrowed and under assault. I think there's something very accurate about those skips. When the mind is being played in that way, it almost feels like you come into and out of awareness, only realizing that you've been lost in thought when you find yourself again momentarily, before again eventually slipping back without noticing. When we say that something in a film takes place in real time, we usually mean that the literal time of the action in the real world is how long that action takes place in the film. If there was a film about a 2-hour drive that began as the character got into their car, then the film would be exactly 2 hours long, ending precisely the moment the character ended their drive. Each second of the drive would play out exactly as it does. Any cuts or interludes would similarly take place in real time. There is no condensing or expanding of time. The film will not cut out minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, or years between scenes. One of the impacts of this is bringing the audience closer to the character's experience. We are trapped in time with them. The superpower of stretching time that films normally afford us is gone. One means of adding to this convention is by staging the entire film as a one-er shooting, or creating the illusion of shooting the entire film as a single, uninterrupted sequence of actions without any cuts. This has the added effect of restricting the viewer's movements through space as well as time. They cannot be instantaneously transported as the film cuts from one shot to the next, but instead must move fluidly through setups. Films like 1917 and Victoria choose to employ this effect, turning the viewer into a spectator who is trapped to watch the action of the film next to the characters. But is this really how we experience life? Do we really watch each moment go by in 24 agonizing frames per second, condemned to experience each moment? Or do we skip some? Are there not discontinuities and jumps in our subjective experience of time? Moments where the brain and mind forget that they are perceiving, only to be jogged into remembering again? This perspective of time, for all of its stylization, struck me as being more true to our actual perceived experience of the phenomenon. Well, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed that. I don't know when I'll be back again, so I'll see you when I see you.